Welcome back to a brand new episode brought to you by GamesGlitches. In today's episode, we're gonna take a look at a brand new dino that was introduced into the world of ARK. Gallimimus was introduced with a patch 233, and it's definitely a herbivore. And on top of that, it's definitely not aggressive, and it wanders around. It took me a while to locate one and grab it with the Quetzal and build up a little atmosphere in where I can tame it. If you look at the map, this is where I'm located, and I managed to find myself a nice female Gallimimus, which obviously has no manners.
How many times I told you not to poop on camera? Bad dino.
Now, for demonstration's sake, I got my rifle out, regular simple darts, nothing modded, so you could definitely apply this to the legit servers. This Gallimimus is definitely level 38, and we're now going to see how many shots it would take. 1. And as you could see, just like the kangaroos, they'll run for their lives. This is why I had to build this box, otherwise without it, it would have been gone with the wind. They definitely don't fight back, they kind of try to flee. As you can see, I'm down to 30 shots. So I wasted 7 to take down a level 38. Also, as you could see, the torpor is dropping extremely fast. So, you have to have narco berries or narcotics on you ready to, pump into the dino. Now, I fed it narcotics. As you can see, the torpor is going up and the food is actually dropping at a ridiculous rate. Also, of course, I acquired some berries. Please, of course, ignore this raw prime meat. I decided to feed it mejo berries, considering the fact that right now on Wiki there is no information exactly on their spawn or what they eat, and it seemed to definitely have starved enough. So I give it mejo berry, and we could definitely see the process is definitely slow. The process seems to be a little vigorously slow and a little brutal, but I'm sure that there are other ways to speeding up the process if feeding it something else. I have honestly just haven't had a time to tame enough of them to try giving them different foods. From what I can see, mejo berries definitely seem to work. If somebody finds something better to feed them, please post it in the comments below, and I'll definitely take a look into that. After successfully taming the dino, it managed to end up at level 57. Now, let's take a look at when you could use the saddle. Gallimimus saddle, as you could see right here, requires 20 engram points and can be obtained around the same level as you obtain your chitin armor, as well as other nice things. Oh, hush you. Now, to craft the Gallimimus saddle, you would require 240 hide, 160 fiber, 120 wood, and 25 metal ingots, which is actually not expensive at all for a 3-seater. Now, once we got all the resources we need in the smithy, it's time to craft this bad boy. It seems that it does take a minute to craft them there for a moment, but nothing too brutal, and the resources aren't bad. There we go. And now we're gonna throw it on our dino. Now let's take this bad boy out for a ride. Well, in this case, bad girl. Okay, so if you hold E and look at the dino, you actually have features where you could ride on board front or on the back. Though while riding on the back, It doesn't seem like I can go third person in any way, or even the K doesn't work to let me switch to camera view altogether. Now let's try the very front. The very front seems to, maybe I just don't have a proper option turned on. If anybody wants to, you know, point me in the right direction, which option to switch so you could go to third person. But it only seems that when I'm in a middle seat, the one that actually controls the dino, seems to have only the one that has the ability to zoom in and zoom out between the first person and third person view. Whoa, this dino is hella fast. Wow, it jumps and leaps almost as good as a frog or a kangaroo. With 3 people on its back, this could be actually quite interesting. Now let's take a look at its overall stats at level 57. It got 330 health, 480 stamina, oxygen, about 191% melee. I'm not really sure what are the base stats that they're taking the percentage off. You know, it could be the a lot or little. But we definitely could try to test it out with something. Yeah! Yeah! It fights very interesting.
Ah shit, you got friends? I ain't got no friends. My friends abandoned me. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm gonna hide in here. Well, you get the gist.
Just again so you guys could see where approximately I found this dino. At approximately 31.6, 48.8. In this same area I decided to build this box, grabbed this with my Quetzal, and brought it in here. And then, well, I proceeded to tame it with the tranq darts. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful and informative. I hope you won't have too much trouble taming Gallimimus. Sorry if I'm butchering the name once again. You know, I do my best definitely to pronounce him. As usual, please click like, please subscribe, and definitely check out other exploit videos that I have on ARK. Some on Quetzal, on boats and armor, and definitely all the other videos. Thank you all again, and please have a wonderful night in World of ARK.